Hi, good morning. It's Laura with Positivity Keys. I am thrilled to be here this morning. It is a little bit gloomy outside, which makes it nice and peaceful inside. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about intuition. The Positivity Calendar has, in the past couple of days, talked about our intuition. So yesterday it said, where is it? Believe in your intuition. Your gut knows what is right for you. Well, I have trained myself over the past 16 years to live with my intuition, to really understand and read my body language, pay attention to how I feel, if I'm getting my hair standing up on my arms, or if it doesn't make me feel good in my stomach, or if it gets me excited, or all those things that trigger your body to kind of let you know something's happening, right? And then today it says we're actually using the intention key on the calendar, and it says that there's no limits, there's only plateaus, and you must not stay there, you must go beyond them. That was something that Bruce Lee said, and I totally believe that to be true. We're never really stuck. We can always do something. Even if it's just the smallest little changes in our world, we're always we have the ability to go into that future. And the only way that you can guide yourself into the future is if you're actually paying attention to your intuition. Years ago, I read this book by Sonia, I hope I don't butcher it, but Coquette. She is the woman who wrote Trust Your Vibes, The Secret Tools for Living a Sixth Sensory Life. I love this book. I go back to this book all the time just for little tidbits. And I just want to read you just a little bit about her secret number 6. So it says, quiet, please. In order to trust your vibes, you'll have to be able to sense them. And to do this, you must quiet your mind. You see, your sixth sense is very subtle and non-evasive. And even though it's always present, it's very discreet and dignified and will never interrupt or interfere with your internal chatter. It's not that your higher self is reticent or shy, it's just that you mentally need to shut up. Just as if you try to listen to two people talk at the same time, you can't hear your vibes if your ego is clamoring over your spirit for all the attention. So it's not only spiritually smart to quiet down, it makes practical sense as well. The key is to be creative as you look for silence in the world. So if I were to break that down, it's pretty easy, right? Just be quiet, be still. Take a moment to actually breathe, think about what's happening, and think about why you're thinking the thoughts that you're thinking in that moment, right? We have all these small, subtle changes in our body and in our behavior, but if your mind is constantly just, you can't pay attention to it. And the more you pay attention and the more you quiet yourself and you actually start looking for your intuition to guide you, it's going to become easier and easier and easier. I used to be a yeller. I just instinctually or habitually or pre-programmed, old paradigm, whatever you want to call it, I would just react. Something I wasn't able to communicate would come out as anger and frustration, and I would just yell at people. And once I realized that I was doing that, and I didn't like that trait about myself, I started kind of digging in and trying to figure out what was guiding me to do that. And one of them is that I wasn't trusting my intuitions. I was basing my future decisions on all of my past knowledge and what I knew and how I saw people behaving in my past, and mimicking behaviors, and just not hearing myself, not trusting myself to be okay with situations and trust myself that I knew how to handle them. And even if you don't know how to handle something, sometimes if you just take a moment to step back, the way that you react to the situation is going to be much better if you just take a minute, take a moment, even a moment. It doesn't even have to be a minute, it just can be a moment. But trusting your intuition and having that be your guide to whatever it is that you're trying to go towards is going to be crucial in your world. And this isn't the only book out there. I have read hundreds of books. I don't even have all of them on my shelf anymore because I tend to give them away. I'm like, oh, you need this? Oh, here, But this one, Trust Your Vibes, I've hung on to. I think it's great. So if you want to take a look at this book, you can always go to the website at positivitykeys.com. and you can get all the information to purchase that book. I don't know if you're going to get what I got out of it. Sometimes I think that those books just come calling you. You go into the bookstore or you go into the secondhand store or somebody's library that you're in their house, and those books just, they call you. That's trusting your intuition to know which book is the next one that you need to read. But I hope this was helpful for you today. Thanks for my low quality video. I do have a new video camera on the way, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.